Nutty Sports Gamer back with another episode of the 40 Years Sim. It's December. It's the 2013 season, and we got some highlights to get into. We're going to start from December all the way to the All-Star break. So let's get into it, shall we? Spurs, Thunder, first game up. We got a steal. We got a layup. Deshaun Stevenson with that layup. Kevin Durant now handling the ball. He's going to pull up for a jumper and sink it. OKC up by 1. Westbrook to Stevenson to Westbrook. McGee to Gordon Hayward. The alley-oop to JaVale McGee. Spurs back up. Now we got Kevin Martin. We got Bargnani. Missing the layup. McGee with the rebound. And here comes Russell Westbrook. He is fast and he's dunking the ball, giving the Spurs a 3-point lead. How about LaMarcus Aldridge? How about a turnaround jump shot? That was not the best selection of shot there. Now the OKC Thunder have a chance to cut the lead. There's a basket. Gilbert Arenas. This is the replay that you saw at the very beginning. Seeing it once again. A nice floater from way up. 84, 81. And we got Russell Westbrook getting past Arenas for the basket. 86, 81. Kevin Durant. Guarded by Hayward. The pass to Arenas. Shot clock winding down. And Arenas will miss the jumper. Spurs rebound. It's a 5-point game, and Gordon Hayward with a bucket to make it a 7-point lead. Kevin Durant, surely he can stop the bleeding. He's going to spin. He's going to make a basket off glass. But the Spurs, Westbrook, miss. Durant. Let's see what else he could do. He is a sniper. He's going to pass it to Kevin Martin, also a sniper. He's going to make a 3. This game is not over yet, folks. 2-point game. 3 minutes left to go. McGee to Gordon Hayward to LaMarcus Aldridge. Can he get in on the action? Yes, he can with a nice turnaround jumper. That's what he does best. How about KD getting blocked by McGee? Gordon Hayward with the pass to Westbrook and the basket. 6-point lead for the Spurs. Easy money sniper in action. But the Thunder are still down. Here's another 3. This time Arenas. But it's a loss. 98-92. Loss for the Thunder. Win for the Spurs. How about Cavaliers, Lakers? We've seen these two teams meet up in the finals twice in a row. And now we see LeBron James with a dunk. 87-86. We're at the Staples Center. Dwayne Wade missing a basket. Tim Duncan's right there to lay it in. How about Chris Paul to Boris Diaw, who misses the shot. LeBron James with the rebound. And the bucket. 3-point lead for the Cavaliers. Chris Paul to... Who's that guy? Was it Brandon Haywood, I think? I should know. Why would you know? LeBron James switching hands, making the layup. Check it out again. Check out the replay. LeBron. The nice move there to get that in. And we have a made 3 by the Lakers. And Kobe Bryant holding on to the ball. He's going to stop. He's going to make the jumper. Tie game briefly. Now it's 94-92 Cavaliers. Pass LeBron for the bucket. 2-possession lead. Gets cut down to just 2 points. And we got Anthony Tolliver with a bucket. How about Kobe Bryant making a nice jumper there. 1-possession game. LeBron. Jumper. It's good. Chris Paul behind the back pass. Diaw can't make the bucket though. About 90 seconds left to go in the game, and Dwayne Wade trying to drive, passes it out to Mike Bibby. Bibby to Tolliver. LeBron James can't hit the basket, but Tim Duncan with the reverse jam, and this game is over 108-101. Cavaliers beat the Lakers. Knicks, Celtics, Melo, miss, Gasol, basket. 92-90 is the score. Jeff Teague making a little floater right there. Floater through the hole. Now we got Melo with a turnaround jump shot. And Joe Johnson, ISO Joe, still kicking it. Makes the long-range jump shot. How about Kirk Heinrich to Melo? Eventually, Melo makes the basket. 98-92. Paul Pierce doing his thing, cutting the lane. 4-point game. Now we got Tim Thomas, formerly of the Cavaliers and the Rockets, passing the ball. We got an alley-oop to Kevin Garnett. 2-point game. Carmelo Anthony with the layup. 2-point game. Kirk Heinrich to Joe Johnson. Makes the bucket. Joe Johnson to Carmelo Anthony. Can't hit the tray, but Joe Johnson with a hop step and a bucket. There, the Knicks pulling away, perhaps. Kevin Garnett can't hit the jumperino as the Knicks look to close this one out. Kirk Heinrich doing his Heinrich maneuver, passing it to Joe Johnson for the tray, and that will do it, folks. Yeah, 113-102 is the final score. Back to the Lakers. It's Christmas. Can you tell by the little scoreboard? That's kind of cool. Kind of neat. 95-92. Lakers up by 3. And we have Kobe Bryant missing, but a dunk. Was that Dwight Howard? I think it was Dwight Howard. How about a drum shot by the Detroit Pistons player, who will remain unnamed by me. And now we have DeMar DeRozan with the pass to Lowry for the 3. Tie game at 97. Lowry to Bosch. Back to Lowry. He waits. Penetrates. He misses. Chris Bosch with the putback, though. And it's 99-97. Chris Paul to Lamar Odom. Chris Paul can't hit the corner 3. Detroit basketball. Here's a 3. It's good. And the Detroit Pistons going to take down the Lakers 108-105 on Christmas Day. How about some more Christmas games? OKC, San Antonio. Didn't we just see these two teams? I think we did. KD missing a shot. Boozer making the basket. 84-81. You got Russell Westbrook guarded by Agent Zero. The dunk by LaMarcus Aldridge after a nice pass from Westbrook. Bargnani with a bucket, too, on the other side. 86-83. If you remember, the Spurs won the last matchup. And we're seeing Gilbert Arenas missing the shot. Carlos Boozer with the basket. 88-83 is the score. Kevin Durant dribbling. Makes the dunk. Man. And this time around, Thunder win 94-89. And we are just moving along. Is it January yet? No. Happy New Year, though. It's almost there. You got a basket by Elton Brand. Raptors versus Thunder. Got Goran Dragic handling the ball for the Raptors. The pass, the tray is good for the Raptors. 93-92. This Raptors team is really starting to click now. You know, things are really starting to... Biedrins with the bucket there. Yeah, they're starting to get it. You know, they're starting to understand the game of basketball. Can you imagine if that's how you win? A dunk there by KD. Like, if you're a bad team, you don't understand how to play basketball, but if you're good, you suddenly learn how to play. Obviously, that's not the reason why teams are bad or good. But here's an alley-oop Thunder, 96, 95. KD, I make myself laugh, which is just awkward for everybody. Arenas with a 3, 99, 97. Kevin Durant, guarded, gets past his defender, makes the layup. Biedrins for a 3? I don't think so. It's not 2020. Centers aren't making threes yet. Bargnani with a alley-oop. 103.97. How about Jay Williams missing? Elton Brand making a basket. 103.99. And now, how about some James Harden? Jay Williams is out there. Is James Harden even out there? Come on, man. Not cool. Give it Arenas with the dunk, though. It's pretty fun. Oh, there's James Harden. Okay, cool. Cool. Dragic with a basket for the Raptors. Maybe pass it to your teammate, fella. Trevor Ariza missing the shot. Brand, bucket, falls down. Kevin Durant. Turnaround jumper. It's no good. James Harden with the rebound. And we got Dragic. Top of the key. Tied game at 105. And Dragic will pass it to Biedrins. What a nice play. 2-point lead now for Toronto. And we got a pass. A miss by Arenas. A foul. 112-107 be the final score. James Harden is crushing it, averaging nearly 30 points per game. So I feel like his progression has been exactly what we would hope it would be. Sometimes it doesn't always work out that way, but I'm glad to see it work out in the case of James Harden and the Raptors. So here are the standings: Lakers 24-5, Thunder 23-9, Jazz 20-8, Spurs 21-13. You get the Rockets at 19-10 or 18-10. Nuggets 17-12, Clippers 17-16. The Blazers are at 500. The Mavericks are just below them, a half game below the Blazers, and the Mavericks won 3 in a row, so they were even further down the pipeline. But now they're trying to sneak in there. The Grizzlies, disappointing again. The grit and grind Grizzlies with Paul George not playing out like I had hoped. Kings, Suns below them. The Hornets are really bad. The Wolves and the Warriors even worse. But for those two teams, not that surprised. The Hornets, though, it is what it is. Cavs at 110 in a row. They're, what was it, 25-6? The 76ers, though, are right behind them. Half game behind. Get the Knicks, get the Bobcats, get the Pistons, the Bucks, Celtics, Pacers. That's your top 8. A little bit of a drop-off after that. The Raptors are right there, though, 16-17. Got the Wizards at 12-20. Let's see what's beneath them eventually. Yeah, they got Jameer Nelson there. Bulls below them, then the Hawks, the Heat, Magic, and Nets. Nets, my God. They got Darren Williams. They got what you would think is a pretty good team. The Nets are the worst team in the NBA right now. Just McGrady's leading the league in points. He's crushing it. You got Harden, you got Bryant, you got Vince Carter, you got Steph Curry in the top 5. Then you got Dirk and Dwight Howard and Kevin Garnett and Derrick Rose. And is that Paul Millsap in the top 10 scoring? Pretty interesting to see him in the mix. How about Vince Carter, though? He's 35 years old. And he's 4th in scoring right now. So that's pretty insane. In fact, you got a lot of guys who are quite old in this list here. You got McGrady, you got Kobe, you got Vince Carter, you got Dirk, and you got Garnett. So shout out all the 30-somethings that are on that list. It's a big season for 30-somethings. Okay. And then Kevin Garnett averaging almost 17 rebounds a game. That's pretty nuts. Kevin Garnett is actually averaging a triple-double right now, if you could believe it. I don't know how his assists got that high, but that's pretty crazy. You got Mike Conley currently leading the league in assists. Assist numbers have gotten pretty high. Some statistics are kind of out of whack. If you remember last season, who cares? This was the trade, by the way, the Brook Lopez, Al Jefferson trade. Terrence Ross and James Posey went to the Hornets in that trade. Grizzlies traded for Enes Kanter and Marco Jaric. They gave away Head, Cephalusha, OJ Mayo. Tony Parker and Jarrett Jack are now on the Raptors. Dragic is now on the Suns. That's a surprise. Multiple first-round picks were given away. Let's see if we can get some Tony Parker now on the Raptors. Biedrins gets to Patterson Parker. He misses. And the Toronto Raptors, they want to make that playoff push. They see they're a few games out. They're taking this seriously. J.R. Smith with the bucket for the Pacers. And it's 94-90. We have Kawhi Leonard missing the jumper. The tidbit from Amari Stoudemire makes it a 6-point game. James Harden missing the shot. Rebound Rondo. 3:20 left to go. Rondo to J.R. Smith for the slam. 98-90. James Harden. Top of the key. And he's going to pull up for the jumper. He's good. 8-point lead. Nice to see more Harden. That's nice. And how about him getting all the way to the hoop and dunking it? I feel like we weren't seeing much of this, when he had Baron Davis as point guard, Dragic. Maybe with Tony Parker it's different. I don't know. But here's a dunk by Elton Brand. Just got to find the right backcourt pairing with when it comes to James Harden. Meanwhile, we got a jump shot there by J.R. Smith, 102-96. Biedrins guarded by Horford. The pass to Brand. Brand to Biedrins. He'll make that shot. 104-98, I should say. James Harden is gonna make a turnover. And here come the Pacers with the foul. And the Pacers looked like they're going to win this game 107-103 final score. But I liked seeing James Harden be a little bit more involved in the offense, as he should be. We're watching Grizzlies Magic as we see Marc Gasol making a dunk here. Rocking the rim. 87-85. Jeremy Lin with the pass at the beat. Who makes the basket there. Mike Conley missing the shot. Marc Gasol with the putback. 2-point game. Jeremy Lin with the miss. Michael Beasley also missing. Hasheem Thabit with the putback. 4-point game. How about Mike Conley now? Guarded by Lin. The pass to Gasol. The bucket. 2-point game. Zerbiak to Ersan Ilyasova with a 3. Nice seeing some Ilyasova action from beyond the arc, as you would expect. Stretch 4 extraordinaire. And we got a Zach Randolph being out of bounds, and this is why the Grizzlies suck. Because of plays like that, I'm assuming. Grizzlies lost. Vince Carter on the Jazz. Let's see some of that. How about him passing it to Petro for a nice jumper? Didn't think he'd hit that, but he did. They're facing the OKC Thunder. Here's Vince Carter getting past Kevin Martin for the dunk. Kevin Martin ain't like that. Now we have Kevin Durant missing the tray. Bargnani making the basket. 3-point game. David West with the miss. And here come the Thunder. KD can't penetrate. That's okay. I'll just make a jumper there. By the way, all the Jazz fans are wearing black. A nice glitch. Reminds me of when the Sonics in the 90s, when those fans wore black. Nice, some nostalgia from The Sim. Was it a year ago? The Sim. 102-100 though is the score now. And we got Kevin Durant missing the shot. Bargnani with the putback. Tie game. Are we going to get some overtime tonight? Vince Carter will make this shot. 28 seconds left to go. Give it to Arenas with the 3. It all comes down to this. Vince Carter passing it to Petro. He gets blocked by Boozer. And that's the end of the game. 109-104 is the final score. We are rolling along, folks. Boston, Indiana, 5-point lead for the Celtics. 96-91, and we have a 3-point attempt. It's a swish. J.R. Smith making that one. How about Paul Pierce? Passing it to the wrong man. The Pacers going the other way with it. Rondo with the teardrop. And just like that, we are tied. It's 96-96. Kevin Garnett. Garnett missing the jumper, getting his own rebound, making the basket. He's having an unbelievable season at age, 35? Jeez Louise. 197, though. 47 seconds left to go in the game. And we have a pass to Garnett. He misses the basket, gets his own rebound, and makes the putback. That'll do it in Boston. Final score, I think it was 102-97. 104-97. There you go. Jazz Bucks. We got David West turning, spinning, making the basket. Putting the Jazz up by 5. Manu Ginobili will pass it to Aldridge, who makes the basket. 3-point game. Check out the replay from Cole Aldridge. Or Aldrich. You know, I'm pretty sure I can just look it up on Basketball Reference and I'd be able to figure it out. But I don't know if it's worth looking at my phone. How about a nice play there? Nice layup for the Jazz. Was it probably George Hill, right? Manu Ginobili now. Whew. Passing into Luol Deng. Now Luke Ridnour with the tray. Tie game at 102. Tie game at 104 now. And we have Vince Carter trying to penetrate the pass to David West. The slam. And it's a 2-point game. 41 seconds left to go. How about a jumper? Baseline. No good. Dirk Nowitzki, though, with the dunk. Tying the game up at 106. 20 seconds left to go. Less than that, actually. Luol Deng holding on to the ball, dribbling, passing it to Dirk for the long 2. Sinks it! What a clutch play. Can the Jazz outdo that? Vince Carter, are you clutch tonight? He doesn't know about P.J. Tucker. No! Why would you pass it to P.J. Tucker? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? 40 points for Dirk Nowitzki in the victory. I mean, hey, he's kicking butt. Pacers again, this time against the Sixers. I'm fascinated by this Pacers team, so I jumped into a lot of Pacers games this season, especially around this time of the year. We got a tip. We got a catch by Kevin Love. The basket's good. Rajon Rondo to J.R. Smith for 3. That's no good. Rudy Gay with the rebound. It's a 4-point lead for the Sixers. And Rudy Gay is at the top of the key. We have elbow jump shot, no good. Kevin Love, also no good. Roy Hibbert, finally with a putback. 6-point lead. Rebound, Sixers, trying to pour it on. This team is quite good, if you've been paying attention to the standings. Kevin Love with a dunk. It's an 8-point lead. Can the Pacers do anything? How about J.R. Smith with the pass to Al Horford? The basket's good. It's not over just yet. Rudy Gay gets the screen, sort of. Misses the shot, but Kevin Love is right there to tip it in. It's an 8-point game. Stephen Curry making the tray. No, that was a long 2. All right, let's get out of here. 110-99 final score. The Sixers are really freaking good. What can you even say? Jazz, Rockets, Mbamute to Wilcox to Williams? I think it was Williams. Or is it Tracy McGrady? It all happened so fast. David West making a basket there. Here's T-Mac. It probably was T-Mac, actually, in the last play. Making a layup for the Rockets. P.J. Tucker with a tray. 197 now is the score. Seeing a lot of Jazz games in his episode, and I'm not minding it. It's nice to see a lot of Jazz, especially when they have a Vince Carter on their team. It's pretty fun. How How about Luke Mbamute with a missed shot? I won't say that name like that ever again. That sounded really, really stupid. But that's it. Jazz win. How about that? 102.97, 40 points for T-Mac in the loss. He's still crushing it. Look at T-Mac go in this play. T-Mac leading the league in scoring. He's 33 years old. Still doing it. Look at that. Almost 37 points per game. What the hell's going on? Is he using HGH? Unfortunately, you can't do any drug tests in his sim, so it's very unfortunate for me because I would have definitely drug tested Tracy McGrady because he is playing really well, but he's a really good player. So what do you expect? And he's not injured or anything like that, so maybe he could have been like this in real life. I don't know. It makes you think. It really makes you think. Could T-Mac have kept this up this late into his career if he had never gotten those injuries? I don't know. I don't know if he would be this good, but you know what? I'm all for it. Love me some T-Mac. If he's doing this at age 38 or even age 36, I'd start to wonder. But Kevin Garnett leading the league in rebounds still. No surprise there. I mean, there's a gap. There's quite the gap between him and Tim Duncan. Why are we looking at the stats right now? Why are we doing that? Because it's trade deadline, baby. Trade deadline is coming right at you. And as you see, Gilbert Arenas leading the league in assists now. This might be one of the biggest, most transactions we've had in a trade deadline in a while. A lot of teams, trying to make some moves because you got the Cavs and Lakers at top, and a lot of teams trying to get an inch, get in the playoff picture, championship picture, really. Cavaliers still in first place, 32-7. The Sixers are right on them, though. They're breathing down their neck. Then you got a little bit of drop off the Bucks, the Bobcats, still doing pretty damn good. Bobcats, never really been talking about them. The Knicks, the Pistons, the Celtics, the Pacers are in it. The Pacers are just right there. Then you got the Raptors, 20-21. Still, it's a tough East. They got Tony Parker, but those 8 teams above them, how are they going to get in there? How are they going to do it? The 8 seed Pacers have Kawhi Leonard and Rajon Rondo and Al Horford. They're the 8 seed. Celtics, Kevin Garnett has like a triple-double, averaging a triple-double, and they're the 7th seed with Paul Pierce and stuff. Then you got the Pistons with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan and Chris Bosh. The Knicks, we know the Knicks are talented. The Bobcats with Brendan Roy and Andrew Bogut and Andre Iguodala. So, yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation for the Raptors to be in. So we'll see if they are able to continue to, maybe one of the teams in the top 8 struggle. Maybe that allows the Raptors to, get a few more wins and then really get in that playoff picture. But it's tough. It's really tough. Wizards 19-23. Then you got the Bulls at 16-22. The Hawks and the Heat and the Nets and Imagine. Nets no longer the worst team, but they're not that far off. And if you recall, they traded for Darren Williams. They gave the Bobcats their unprotected 2013 pick. So, the Bobcats have the Nets' unprotected pick. Pretty crazy. Lakers, meanwhile, 30-6, which is a really good record. Then you got a drop-off there. The Thunder, 29-12. You got the Jazz, the Rockets, the Spurs. Nice to see the Spurs finally in it. The Jazz are really good. So, the Jazz have been a playoff team for the last couple of seasons usually, but not like this. Not a top 4 team, so that's nice to see. The Nuggets, the Clippers are in it so far. The Mavericks are hanging in there with Baron Davis and company. Kind of surprising to see them in the mix, but Baron Davis is playing out of his mind, I guess, to keep them in it. They got Trailblazers at 20-20, underwhelming. And they might have made some moves. I think the Mavericks made some moves. I think a bunch of these teams made moves. Let's see if we can get to that point after we see the rest of the standings. So yeah, the Clippers 22-20 with Blake Griffin and John Wall and they traded for Al Jefferson. Yeah, they were struggling very, very early on because they weren't getting any rebounds, but I think it seems like they fixed that. Beneath the Blazers, you have the Kings. who are really just they're losing talent. They've lost a lot of talent over the course of the season, between last season and this season, and so they're not really good. Grizzlies 14-24. Still surprised by them. They are now the new Pacers / Spurs. The Grizzlies, come on now. You should be better than that. Suns, Hornets, Warriors, Wolves. Okay, here's the Warriors races. Kevin Garnett right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he won MVP given the numbers that he's been putting up. They got T-Mac, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, and Kobe Bryant. So we'll see how that unfolds. But yeah, I would not be surprised if KG won it because those are insane numbers. I know that in real life, Russell Westbrook made us desensitized to averaging a triple double, but in this sim, I think that's crazy. I think that's a crazy stat line. We haven't seen anything like that, really. Anthony Davis, Rookie of the Year, possibly. Andre Drummond, maybe. Bradley Beal, making a nice campaign for himself. Damian Lillard, maybe a little bit. Then you got Miles Leonard. Jason Terry, Sixth Man of the Year. That would be pretty obvious contender there. Kevin Garnett, Defensive Player, and he could end up having one of the all-time great seasons if he could win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year the same year. Then he got to beat. I think that was Most Improved Player. And by the way, T-Mac scored 66 points against the 76ers in an insane 150-125 victory. T-Mac in 41 minutes. He only had 7 free throw attempts, too. He had 10 3-pointers, 25 field goals total. What crazy. I mean, I was just kind of like simulating games, and I come across this, and it's his high for the season. But it says that he actually, in his career, he actually scored 71 at some point, which is pretty nuts. Let's watch Mavericks, OKC. We see a 3 there, 82-81. I guess I'll show you the trade deadline stuff at some point because a lot of moves were made. Let's see if we see any of them, any of the changed moves, any of the players that were moved here, if that makes any sense. 85-81. So we got Baron Davis missing a shot. Jan Mahimni to Ronnie Stuckey. That's a miss. Mahimni with the dunk. 85-83. Check out the replay. Mahimni doing his thing. Dunking it on some fools. Then we got Gilbert Arenas with the 3. And the OKC Thunder up by 5. Ronnie Stuckey handling the ball. Getting or drawing a foul, drawing a foul there, making a basket. 88-86 now is the score. Yeah, we're gonna have to see more Mavericks because this Mavericks team is pretty good. Bargnani with the dunk, 90-86. Baron Davis will lose the ball. Mahimi gets it and makes the basket, 90-88. Kevin Durant is gonna pull up for the J and sink it, making it a 4-point lead. Durant again, possibly. The steal, Mahimni with the steal. And now here is Tyreke Evans with the basket. And Tyreke Evans looking good. Tyreke Evans, all right. Got a missed shot there. Mahimni with the rebound. Tyreke Evans again. This time he has it. The pass to Baron Davis. And now there's a nice... Oh, that was interesting. Nice pass and tip. It was a pass that went right to Mahini's hand, and he tipped it in. That was interesting. I guess you'd call that an alley-oop, but it was even more... It's like even faster than that. Give it Arenas. Dribbling a lot. Trying to get past his defender, and the ball's stolen. Stolen ball. And the Mavericks are going to win this game. So the Mavericks are pretty damn good, and we have to take them seriously now. Because Ronnie Stuckey's playing well for them. Tyreke Evans, Caron Butler, Raymond Felton. Yeah. OKC versus Toronto. We got a made shot there. That was Durant. Durant this time to Bargnani, who can't make that shot over Biedrins. Maybe he shouldn't even have attempted it, but that's on him. Harden with the dunk. And yes, we are seeing Harden do more ever since the Tony Parker trade. So that's good. Tony Parker, I guess he's willing to play off ball more. We're just seeing a lot more James Harden, which is good. But here's Tony Parker passing it to Elton Brand. Elton Brand to James Harden. And Harden spins. Oh, look at that. Look at that move. That is some pretty nifty stuff right there. Glad we're seeing it from James Harden. Trevor Ariza with the rebound there. 96-95 is the score. And we have James Harden yet again, this time making a three. I'm excited. Feel like we're actually seeing a pretty nice representation of James Harden right now. Bargnani with a nice basket there. Tying the game up at 98. We got Trevor Ariza making a layup. 101-98. James Harden trying to get past or shake off his defender there in KD. Trevor Ariza wide open for the three. So it's a James Harden effect. Made basket there for Kevin Durant. Harden. The pass to Tony Parker. He's going to miss the shot. Rebound Kevin Martin. With 2:20 left to go. A tip in there. Give it Arenas. Elton Brand missing the shot. Bargnani with the pass. Here comes Kevin Martin. The bad pass leads to a steal. Leads to the Raptors with a chance to pour it on. And James Harden in perfect form making that layup. 4-point game. Now here's Gilbert Arenas. The pass to KD. The three. This game is not over. 108-105 now is the score. 54 seconds left to go. Gilbert Arenas handling the ball for OKC. And Arenas to Bargnani. Turns around. Can't hit the jumper. Durant will make the basket there. Back to a 1-point game. James Harden. 35 seconds left. Can they ice this game? Biedrins dunks it. They're getting closer to the finish line, and they'll win. 114-109 is the final score there. Checking out. Oh, here we go. Here are some the transactions. So Jerry Stackhouse got signed with the Raptors after being let go from the Grizzlies. Radmanovic signed to the Raptors. Pekovic waived from the Nets. We're terrible. Delonte West, Joakim Noah, and some first-round picks going to the Wizards for Jameer Nelson, Yao Ming, and Steve Novak. So the Blazers trying to, really get in the thick of things with getting Yao Ming. Quentin Richardson, Tayshaun Prince, Evan Fournier, Carlos Arroyo going to the Bulls for Corey Maggette, Jason Richardson, Garrett Temple, Patrick Ewing Jr. So the Bulls getting rid of some of their older players and got a lot of second-round picks out of that one. That one felt like, because Maggette and Richardson were expiring, but I feel like those were a lot of second-round picks to give the Bulls. That was more than generous by the Clippers. Kings traded J.J. Redick, Taj Gibson, a first-round pick to Batum, or the Bucks to get Batum and Draymond Green. The Hawks traded Hedo Turkoglu, Marvin Williams, and a first-rounder for Peja Stojakovic, Jay Crowder, and Ryan Anderson. The Hawks traded Jason Terry and Royce White to the Thunder for some second-round picks and stuff. Rockets traded Pavlovich, Glenn Davis to second-rounders for Sean Livingston and Darius Miles from the Nets. He traded Hassan Whiteside and Thaddeus Young to the Mavericks for Eddie Griffin, Charlie Villanueva, first-round pick, and a couple second-rounders. And I think that's it. But that was a lot of trades. A lot of trades. That took a while to really shake out and kind of put all the pieces together. But that's that. And I think we're at the All-Star. Really? Are we at the All-Star break? 35-6. The Lakers are. They have a big winning streak. Can the Lakers get to 70 wins? We have to start talking about that as a possibility, because they are 35-6, and if they can get a lot more 8-game winning streaks, 10-game winning streaks, stuff like that, they could definitely do it. Thunder, Rockets, Jazz, top 4, Nuggets, Spurs, Blazers, and Mavericks below them. You got the Clippers kind of falling off a little bit, 22-22. Then they have a big drop off before you get to the Suns, the Kings, the Grizzlies, the Warriors, Hornets, and Wolves in the West. So the Hornets, yeah, one of the worst teams. I don't understand it. The Sixers and Cavaliers are officially tied in the East. Neither team is willing to give an inch. Then you got the Bobcats as a third seed, the Knicks, the Bucks, the Pistons, the Pacers, and the Celtics in the top 8. The Raptors below them, they've actually lost a few games since the last time we saw them. They're 21 and 24. They're such a talented team too. It's kind of crazy, but I've explained already. Like, not that surprising. Wizards are 20 and 26, so they don't have their pick in 2014, so they're not really trying to lose all that much. So they're trying to make sure that pick doesn't end up being too awesome. Bulls, Heat, Hawks, Nets, and Magic round things out in the East. What else is there to show you? I guess stats. But yeah, the Bobcats 30 and 14. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's see what else we got to show you. Yeah, so Tracy McGrady averaging 37.5 points per game, which is pretty insane, if you ask me. Then you have, okay, here we go. Kobe Bryant, second in points. Dirk Nowitzki, Vince Carter, Steph Curry, James Harden in the top 6. Dwight Howard, Kevin Garnett, and Russell Westbrook up there too. LeBron James, I see LeBron James' name down there. So that sounds about right. I like, other than Tracy McGrady, I feel like this would be, for the most part, maybe even Dwight Howard's a little high, but I still support it. And it really seems like Dwight Howard's working out with the Lakers too. I haven't really said much about the Lakers being so successful, but they have an 8-man rotation. They don't really have much depth, and yet they are crushing it between Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, and Dwight Howard. So that is really cool to see. Kevin Garnett leading the league in rebounds, as I already showed you like 2 other times, but why not another time, Kevin Love's up there, though. Tim Duncan, Mecca Okafor, Jermaine O'Neal, DeAndre Jordan, Bogut, Dwight Howard, Eddie Curry, and Andrew Bynum. So, and then you have Gilbert Arenas leading the league in assists, still with Mike Conley and Chris Paul, over 10 assists per game. The assist numbers still seem a little outrageous, but it's starting to calm down a little bit. Steals, blocks. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Kevin Garnett still first in the MVP race, but you got LeBron James there. You got Trace McGrady, Tim Duncan, and Josh Smith. Josh Smith is in the running for this MVP race. That's kind of fun. I don't think he'll win it, but the fact that he's even being considered is pretty insane. Just goes to show you with the Bobcats, like just how well they're playing over there. And I guess Josh Smith is a big reason why that's happening. So, and in real life, he had a couple of really good seasons, but I feel like by this time in real life, he really started to fall off a little bit. So it'd be interesting to see if he could actually stay or become more elite than he did in real life. That'd be a fun little twist. But just like Chase McGrady playing this well this late in his career is a nice little twist. So really interesting to see all that. Rookie of the Year, looks like Anthony Davis is to lose. He'll probably win it easily. And you'll see more MVP race stuff as this video wraps up. But that's it, guys. That's the end of the video. We got the All-Star break coming up. That should be a lot of fun, as always. Then we're going to wrap up the season in the following episode. So stay tuned for all that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am Nutty Sports Gamer. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and keep an eye out for more videos.